Hey everybody, it's Reckless. So, as you may or may not know, the House of Wolves Prologue is already released, but it released it earlier this week, and also yesterday, on April 14th, 2015, they actually released the 1.1.2 update. I actually have videos on both of those. I'll put those in the description below. But before the House of Wolves expansion comes out, and it is the second expansion, Bungie has also revealed that they're gonna slowly let us in on what this expansion is actually gonna be about, and they're gonna do that in the next couple of weeks before the House of Wolves actually comes out, and it actually starts on Wednesday, April 22nd. So on that day, Bungie will actually do a reveal or a tour of the reef, and it'll probably be streamed on their Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/Bungie. I'll put a link to that in the description below. Now, Bungie stated that they will be doing a walking tour of the reef. Now, I don't know if that tour is actually going to look something similar to like how you walk around the tower, or if it's going to be like you're doing a mission somewhere on the reef. They haven't actually specified that, but I'm pretty sure as soon as I know, I will let you know. Another thing that Bungie is actually going to be talking about is a live discussion about the upgrade paths that we're going to be taking for gear. Now, as you can see in this picture, it is a picture of the Fatebringer that shows it going from the arc damage of 300 to the arc damage of 365. Now, a lot of people are speculating that it might just be the Fatebringer. However, I don't think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think that that upgrade is going to be either A, for the older weapons that you got from the Vault of Glass, or B, possibly the weapons altogether in the game. Another part of that discussion is supposed to be about your armor and how they actually plan on going about upgrading that. However, I'm not too sure if they're going to actually speak about the new armor that you should be getting in that live stream or not. So that's it for April 22nd. Now, April 29th, which is exactly another Wednesday, the week after, Bungie will reveal the Trials of Osiris. Now, early speculation of the Trials of Osiris, people were saying that you had to be the best of the best because Trials of Osiris wasn't something open to everybody. However, it was something that you were supposed to get an invite to, and it's supposed to be a PvP aspect of the game. Now, whether that's true or not, nobody knows because Bungie hasn't actually confirmed or denied that. But they will let us know more about it on April 29th. Now, this is a picture that Bungie posted on their website of the Trials of Osiris. Now, this is just the armor, and it looks like the weapons also. And as you can tell, it has like a little Egyptian feel, hence the word Osiris. And if you know anything about the Egyptian culture, then you could tell that all three of these pieces of armor are actually based off three different gods. Now, going from left to right, as if you're looking at the screen, the first one looks like it would be Horus, which is the god of war, sky, and falcons. Given that this armor looks a lot bulkier than the other two, it leads me to believe that this piece of armor is actually going to be for Titans. So in the next piece of armor, if you pay attention, you actually look really, really close on the helmet. In the middle of the helmet's, I guess you can call it forehead, it actually looks like a sun, which leads me to actually believe this is based off of Ra, who is the god of the sun. Now, looking at this gear and seeing how really skinny it is, it makes me believe that this is going to be the Hunter class's gear set. So the last piece of gear that's on the very far right is actually modeled off of Anubis, who is the jackal god, or he can be referred to as the god of the dead. So even though there's one class left out of the three, I didn't base my decision on what class this one would actually be off that. Instead, I actually based this decision off of previous armor builds. Now, a lot of the Warlock's armor builds, they wear gloves, but they also have wrappings after the gloves. So seeing the wrappings on this character's armor makes me actually believe that this is indeed the Warlock class's armor for the Trials of Osiris. But one thing I do know for sure is that Horus, Ra, and Anubis all had some type of connection with Osiris. Thus, I am sure we will find out what that connection is when Bungie does the reveal on April 29th, or probably when the Trials of Osiris actually comes out. Or Bungie might not even make a connection at all. They could have been like, hey, let's choose 3 Egyptian gods that have to do something with death. Just like Osiris, who is the god of the underworld and the afterlife. So a week after April 29th, which would be May 6th, which is also a Wednesday, Bungie's going to reveal the Prison of Elders. Now, Bungie really briefly spoke about the Prison of Elders, and they said that it was a brand new 3-player cooperative multiplayer arena. Now, the question is, what is that? Now, I don't know if a lot of you took this the same way I did, but when Bungie said the word cooperative, it made me think, okay, co-op, okay, I can do this in story mode, so it led me to believe that it was PvE.
Alright, let's go
But
get Tarek.
then Bungie followed that word up with multiplayer arena, which led me to believe, okay, maybe this is a PvP thing. Either way, it's going to be endgame content, but a lot of people are thinking or speculating that this is going to replace raids. Now, I don't believe that's actually going to happen. I actually believe that Bungie's in the works of a raid right now, while they give us the Prison of Elders as like a little taste of something to play around with until they actually finish the raid that they plan on doing. But Bungie has never said that a raid for the House of Wolves will not come out. But then again, they never said that it will. So I guess we're going to have to see what actually happens, whether the raid or a raid will or will not come out, or if the Prison of Elders 3-man cooperative multiplayer arena will actually replace the raid for the House of Wolves. Another thing Bungie might be doing is testing this 3-man co-op thing out to see how people like it, to see if people actually play this more than people actually play the raids, since getting 3 people is a lot easier than getting 6, unless you're in a clan who has a lot of people. If this 3-man co-op thing does well, they might just keep it. If it doesn't do so well, or in between, they might just do 2 raids and then the 3-man co-op, or they might even switch it to raid 3-man co-op, raid 3-man co-op. But we won't know everything until later on this year to actually find out what's going on. Now, the very last thing going on for this gearing up for the House of Wolves, Bungie actually said on May 8th, which is a Friday, just to stay tuned. And that's it. They didn't say anything else. So they left that pretty open and extremely broad, especially since they told us when the House of Wolves was coming out on May 19th. So this actually leads me to believe that Bungie actually has something up their sleeve, and that there is something else going to be coming to the House of Wolves before they actually release it. And they'll let us know probably that day. So let me know what you guys think about the whole gearing up for the House of Wolves. And what you think Bungie might do in the comments below. And also let me know how I did on this video. Whether you like it, disliked it. Let me know what you like so I can get that feedback. That way I can make better videos for you guys to come out in the future. So this is Reckless. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook. And I'll see you guys later.